Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us. This is News Channel Nebraska. My name's Eric McKay. Let's take a look at our top headlines today. Beginning with the weather, the first day of summer isn't until Thursday, but Mother Nature getting an early start this year. An exceptionally strong heat dome baking parts of the U.S. and it's spreading the country. Could soon have dozens of new temperature records. Amy Kiley has more.
The U.S. could see almost 200 new or tied heat records this week, spanning more than a dozen states.
A lot of these records begin in the south before finally spreading northward and eastward in the coming days.
Technically, summer doesn't start until Thursday, but a powerful heat dome is stretching across the country. Those trap hot air in place and can make each day more sweltering than the last.
To be able to have a free water source, to get a little relief from the heat is very important.
Such weather can be dangerous. Parts of the Southwest are at risk of wildfires. Several are burning in California, including near Los Angeles. Extreme temperatures also can be hard on health for both humans and animals. This snow leopard is getting a special den at a wildlife sanctuary in Nevada.
She'll be the one and only safe haven resident that will require air conditioning.
The facility says this year, even animals used to American summers might need someplace to beat the heat.
In the event you get triple digits temperatures, you can move those black bears right in there and flip the switch.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Meanwhile, severe weather continuing to trouble Nebraska. Roadways in northeast Nebraska were washed out over the weekend. The Madison County Sheriff's Office said they saw water over roads throughout the county, including between Highway 121 and Highway 45, as well as south of Highway 275. Multiple reports of tornadoes came in. 9 unofficial reports of tornadoes to the National Weather Service on Saturday. Flash flood warnings were in effect as well in Madison and Stanton County, as up to 3.5 inches fell in parts of the state. Travel was not being advised in multiple northeast Nebraska counties. Not much better in southeast Nebraska. Severe thunderstorms there trailed a warm front that prompted storm warnings for several counties. Multiple counties in southeast Nebraska and northeast Kansas found themselves under severe thunderstorm warnings. The main weather threats, wind gusts of about 60 miles per hour, quarter-sized hail as well. Nearly 1.25 inches of rain had fallen in Beatrice on Saturday. In other news, the city council in a central Nebraska city considering calling a special election. Ana Ruth Lugo Mejia has more.
Grand Island City Council members will soon be presenting a resolution that could transform the city for years to come. The state has approved an application from developer Woodsonia to classify a planned $550 million project as a Good Life District. On Tuesday, the council will consider calling a special election to use tax money to help fund the development.
Well, a Good Life District is an economic development tool. It's all it does. All the Good Life District does is create that local opportunity for tax revenue that could be spent locally within the boundaries of the Good Life District.
In a Good Life District, the state sales tax rate is cut in half from 5.5% to 2.75%. The city is considering asking voters to create an economic development district that would allow either or both a local sales tax of up to 2.75% and an occupation tax. The tax money would then be utilized for development costs anywhere in the Good Life District. Grand Island Area Economic Development President Mary Verley says this could have a great impact on the city.
It's important for Grand Island voters just to really understand and embrace that this could be a transformational economic opportunity for our community if and when it comes in front of the voters in August.
The Good Life District includes the north part of Grand Island surrounding the historic Veterans Cemetery and Veterans Home and extending to the under construction Conestoga Marketplace. The proposed new development would be called Veterans Village and would be anchored by sports fields and facilities. The 400-plus acres of mixed-use development area would include a blend of residential, commercial, retail, sports, recreation, and entertainment components. It is estimated to create 5,000 new jobs.
But ultimately, it's the citizens' decision of should the city take advantage of that tax capacity that the state has created.
Grand Island is only the third Good Life District to be approved by the state. The other two are Gretna's Nebraska Crossing Shopping Center and the Avenue 1 development in Omaha. This could be the first one where voters get to decide. In Grand Island, Ana Ruth Lugo Mejia, New Channel, Nebraska.
The U.S. Surgeon General is calling on Congress to require warning labels on social media platforms similar to those you now see on cigarette boxes. In an opinion piece Monday for the New York Times, Dr. Vivek Murthy said that social media is a contributing factor in the mental health crisis among young people. Murthy said the use of just a warning label wouldn't make social media safe for young people, but would be a part of the steps needed. A brand of mattresses being recalled because of a fire hazard. The mattresses, marketed under the Nap Queen brand name, sold before October of last year. The models include the Sleep Victoria Cooling Gel and the Pocket Coil Hybrid. The problem, they don't meet federal fire safety requirements. The manufacturer is offering a free cover, which Nap Queen will send free to affected customers. The mattresses are the type compressed in a box and shipped. They were sold by retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Target, and Home Depot. Well, at a time when immigration is a divisive political issue, a group of citizens from several countries have filled all the requirements to call the U.S. their home. Doug Kennedy has their story.
Just over 20 people from across the world became new U.S. citizens Friday in a Flag Day ceremony at a national park west of Beatrice. Homestead National Historical Park hosted a naturalization ceremony where people have been judged to have completed their citizenship process and recited the oath. Homestead Superintendent Betty Boyko said it was fitting to have the ceremony at the national park, which recognizes the Homestead Act of 1862, which also welcomed people to a new world.
Throughout the nation's history, people have come to the country from all over the world. Ours is not a nation of a single history or culture. Everyone who comes to this country and takes the oath you all will take today becomes an American. Just as you have come here today to embark on a new chapter in your life stories, many of the settlers and homesteaders who earlier walked on these grounds were also immigrants to a new land, seeking a better life for themselves and their families.
U.S. Magistrate Judge Jacqueline DeLuca delivered the oath to the new citizens, congratulating them on completing their requirements and earning official status in the U.S.
You are all Americans now. You should be very proud. You've worked incredibly hard to get to this day. Work hard, be kind, be engaged, and my fellow citizens, welcome to the United States.
Representatives of U.S. Senators Pete Ricketts and Deb Fischer and U.S. House member Adrian Smith relayed messages of congratulations to the new citizens. The ceremony was held outside the Historical Parks Education Center, west of Beatrice. From Beatrice, Doug Kennedy, News Channel, Nebraska.
Well, a cloudy day in Boone County didn't dampen the spirits of fishers for a community building event. The annual Boone County Cops and Bobbers tournament saw kids and adults from all over the county forge relationships with local and state law enforcement. The event restarted back in 2016, and Boone County Sheriff Sergeant Dustin Miller says events like this are how kids can get to know officers personally. The day also fell on Father's Day weekend, so of course plenty of dads and grandpas out fishing with their kids and grandkids, which Miller says is a special thing to watch.
And just walk around seeing all the dads and grandfathers out here with their grandkids, it's very, very nice.
It's just the proud look on their face when they catch one and they get to bring it up to somebody, get it weighed, and just look on the face when they realize what the fish weighs. It's pretty magical.
Yep. The Nebraska State Patrol was out helping kids during the tournament. Kids up to 15 were able to fish with lunch and prizes handed out for the best fish caught. The money for the event goes toward a scholarship for community schools throughout Boone County. And finally, what does it take for a local radio station to still have success after 75 years? Kyle Mathis has more.
a radio station